but unfortunately live heroes too. They're not likely to let themselves be thrown in there just like that, so we need a plan.
We can think about that later. The other things will be easier to get. Through fair trade? Through killing.
Malicious creatures are marching across Termite Island. Men, and of course women. Stop them, for the Alliance. Well, not the Alliance, but the Alliance of all good folk, and so, you know what I mean. Anyway, stop them, for the goddess.
Whoops! Apparently the heroes weren't as stupid as they looked, and had noticed the pitter-patter and banging in the underground. As if that weren't enough, Yaina Overproud herself was there.
Excellent. That saves me a lot of time and work if I can defeat her right here.
Easy there. We really don't have the kind of budget that lets us burn a story character in a single map. Besides, it was necessary to stop the marching heroes, and then, immediately following a stay in the dungeon's own hotel, Le Prison, sacrifice them to the hellhole. There are enemies in your dungeon. countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting. Payday! The arachnomanic evil had torn off the first spider, just what it needed for the hellhole. It carelessly threw the rest of the spider and the remaining 7 The first prison had been built. Now, heroes could be imprisoned when they were defeated. This was not only important for sacrificing the heroes the hellhole so desperately wanted, but also because each hero generated some evilness at the end of their stay.
Exactly. Let them stew and rot in prison, the miserable do-gooders.
Something our quick-tempered protagonist obviously desired. The very best thing, though, was the fact that any heroes that died in prison became skeletons. The necrotic evil immediately wanted to try this out, of course. Much like the Hero Academy on Newbie Island, Termite Island was a place frequented by aspiring adventurers. When rumors of a newly opened dungeon made the rounds, many heroes came from all over the island. These would be unpleasantly surprised to encounter not a nicely balanced beginner's dungeon, but the cruel evils complex and trap-riddled caves instead. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
For evil!
There are enemies in your dungeon. The first hero awoke in the prison, where his death would generate some wonderful evilness for the disgusting evil. Outstanding. Oh yes, and some heroes also needed to be sacrificed in the hellhole. A tough decision.
My secret and mystical counselors, who only I can see, tell me that the demons would love to see some skilled elven archers thrown into the hellhole. Apparently, they need someone to hunt giant mosquitoes.
Counselors only you can see? My goodness, as if your split personality wasn't annoying enough.
I can't really argue with you there. I too wish that Sister Goody Two-Shoes would finally go and bother someone else.
eager to explore Evil's army had discovered one of the heroes' camps. They immediately took care of its demolition.
Exactly! Come on! Let's tear the place apart! Another glorious victory for the Queen of Evil! I mean, for the absolute evil. Of course. I mean, it's not my army. Not yet. Anyway.
You're the Queen of Evil? Well, I didn't vote for you. And anyways, Queen of the Damned sounds better to me.
Really? Oh, God. Terrible film. Except for the music. But of course, a bit better love story than that bit at Twilight.
And still the Horde, the Evil, spread their infestation across Termite Island. Onwards, peoples of the Alliance! Drive this riffraff off! Otherwise, the tourists will stay away and we'll have to close up shop. I'll be at your side. Well, later. I have something important to do in Doloran. All the best, and for the Alliance and so forth.
Damn, that cowardly magician is escaping!
Just like I hadn't said anything. As Jaina got out of Dodge, her subordinate heroes from the nearby village did what heroes did best. Desperately head for their opponents, using brute force and violence with absolutely no finesse whatsoever. The dungeon protecting Evil made ready.
Bye-bye, baby!
That is, it was done. All of the requisite worm slime had been collected. Oh my, I saw this documentary about liposuction one time, and this stuff was... Just forget it. Another challenge mastered by the repulsive Evil. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Maybe we should see what happens when we throw a few of these elves with the swords into the hellhole.
Why? Is that some sort of secret recipe?
Recipe? No idea. But it sounds like fun. Damn fair-skinned elves. Oh, but in the end, they are related to us. Psst. Those tree-cuddling hippies have nothing in common with us dark elves.
The hero disappeared into the hellhole with a long, drawn-out "Ah!" and an almost reckless disregard for gravity. The listening closely Evil was informed that the demons of the hellhole might be interested in trading a handful of priestesses of the light for one of their female demons. This sounded like a very interesting trade indeed. out of a room that was accidentally unearthed.
Disgusting.
Oh, they!
It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. The merciless Evil's armies destroyed the Hobbit camp with joyful efficiency. These hobbits wouldn't be running off throwing any rings into any lava in any mountains anymore. Heroes are freeing prisoners from your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday.
Evil will triumph!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Evil will triumph!
Ooh! Ouch!
enemies have entered the dungeon.
Death to all that is good.
The Hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable berth. It's payday. Rumor has it that the demons of the Hellhole might welcome the sacrifice of a few little snots. Or maybe it's just because it's fun, too. The experimental evil immediately tried it out. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Death from above!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. While it was fun watching corpses disappear into the hellhole, the demons explicitly demanded live heroes. These had to be pulled from a prison that the anticipating evil had hopefully already built. While it was fun watching corpses disappear into the hellhole, the demons explicitly demanded live heroes. These had to be pulled from a prison that the anticipating evil had hopefully already built. It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The Hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable berth. The prepared to make a sacrifice evil threw another hero into the Hellhole. The Hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable burp. In exchange for the hostile evil's sacrifice, the demons of the Hellhole sent a number of arachnoids skittering into the dungeon. Thank God I had them treat my arachnophobia with electric shocks back in the day, and that without any, almost without any lasting side effects. It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Death from above.
There are enemies in your dungeon. The demon appeasing evil had sacrificed a hero. The demon appeasing evil had sacrificed a hero. It was done. The self-sacrificing evil had thrown the required number of heroes into the hellhole, which in turn commented on the fact with a loud, contented belch.
Thanos must die!
Whoops! The first centaur had lost one of its toenails. How sad. But it was exactly what the absolutely no regrets whatsoever evil needed for the hellhole. Heroes want to attack one of your islands of evilness.
This hero camp has been destroyed. Excellent work. So now let's do it again. All the poor souls who have to die because of my fate.
The fabulous evil's armies had reached the city. Yaina, however, was long gone.
Then I suppose I'll just have to take it out on the inhabitants. Forward! Oh, haven't you plunged enough cities into ruin? Is that a trick question? I'll admit I could have saved myself the question. You monster! Thanks.
The hunt for the centaur toenails was going well. The ruthless evil was entirely consumed by hunting fever. It just had to make sure it avoided any animal protectionists. The far-sighted evil had discovered a modest little centaur camp. Like any good nature-loving being, the horrible evil immediately wanted to convert this area into a nature reserve. Of course, that meant that everything that was in the way had to go. Oh, those poor centaurs. Unfortunately, they had to die for the good of the greater evil. It was done. The last the last centaur, had lost its toenail, which the eager evil quickly sacrificed to the hellhole. As it did so, it realized that every centaur actually had 4 of the stupid things. Naturally, that would have made the job just a bit easier. But hey, outstanding intelligence was never an employment criterion for evil archvillains. Either way, the goal had been achieved. The exploratory evil had discovered a sweet little graveyard. Would it be able to find some of the corpse dust it needed here? As a really broad hint, the savvy narrator pointed out to the perplexed evil that the graves in the graveyard might just need a hearty smack or nudge to release the valuable corpse dust. Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday. Sadly, one of the hero's mighty champions lived in the city. Ronin, whose cliché-soaked name we stole one-to-one from another universe, had retired here and was anything but pleased to see evil creatures. However, whoever put that sanctimonious do-gooders lights out permanently was sure to be richly rewarded.
Reward or not, it'll be fun. Come on, fight!
The great champion Ronin hit the floor. The radiant with happiness evil was extremely pleased. At the same time, this anti-heroic act was generously rewarded.
Another city destroyed. You're so evil and cruel. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I despise you. Careful now. Hate leads to the dark side.
The strategically brilliant evil had eliminated all the dangers and made the dungeon a fairly safe place. Summoning the Pit Fiend should now be child's play. The greedy evil feverishly grasped at other ingredients, only to realize that the hand of terror was already full.
Another graveyard. Excellent. Here we should be able to find the rest of the corpse dust. Get a move on, people! Loot those graves! My toenails are curling. Looting graves? How repulsive! Yeah, go share your moral outrage with someone who cares.
The graveyard's ludicrous guards had been retired. Good thing for the gravedigger, who didn't have to go far this time. It was done. All of the required corpse dust had been sacrificed to the hellhole. The mastered this task evil patted itself on the back, right before it remembered the spiked metal gloves. Ouch. Finally, it was done. A last ingredient had been thrown into the hellhole. The victorious evil patted itself on the back in triumph. The